Man, this light is awful. I can't get this lamp to move. All right, y'all. I am going live a little early. Man, my rim's a mess. This rim's a mess. Lighting's not awful. Okay, I guess lighting is awful, and so is the sound. I came on about 10 minutes early to just check some stuff out. If anybody does come on, I am not quite ready, but if you're already on here, I'll go through a few things with you. I am currently negotiating to buy, and I'm probably going to buy a I know a lot of this, if you have followed, a lot of this is a bit about, so I'm going to give you all about 10 minutes of preamble here for anybody that comes on early. I bought a boat that I shouldn't have bought, but it is still a good boat, and I've got it for sale. And I got it stripped down to the rails and to the console and to the motor. And it's currently at Bull Shoals Lake outside of Mountain Home, Arkansas. And I'm going to do a test run on the motor. I know it's fine because I've had it on the water before I bought it. We also, for some reason, these Evinrude E-Techs will self-winterize. And on July 5th, he winterized it because he didn't know when I just paid him $4,400, basically a cash. It was Venmo, $4,400, and he didn't think I was going to come back up within the few days and pick it back up. I said I'd be there within a week. Well, he said I didn't know when you'd pick it up. I'm like, come on, dude, really? So I had to go through the de-winterization process, and I've got that on. No, shoot, I did not shoot that video. I think Dad was doing that while I was shooting another part of the video, or I had to stop shooting so I could help him do that. Yeah, that's what happened. I was filming the boat and just describing what we were planning on doing. Anyway, we got that. We got the rotten seating and the bad upholstery and all that shit out. Swept it, shop vacked it. It probably needs another good shop vacuuming. It needs an outside cleaning. But then as we got into it, we realized it was more than we wanted to do. And so I started shopping around, and I found what I hope is the perfect. It's smaller. It's a 20-footer. And, I doubt I have anybody on right now, but that's fine. So I've got a 20-foot that's 99.9% complete. The main part is the cabin's built on it. It's a little smaller, but it's a perfect setup. I'll probably bring that up and show y'all some pictures. I don't have it yet, so maybe I won't. But I'm trying to sell the other boat I think it's worth more after what I've done to it than it was when I bought it. Me and Dad put it 2 hours, two days worth of labor into pretty much gutting it. We left the rails on it because our idea was to use the rails as extra support for the framework. And I think whoever does that will appreciate that we left the railing on it because the railing's in good shape. The railing's in perfect shape. And but I'm also thinking about parting it out. Let me see if I can share this with you. The motor, I'll show you there. And like I said, people are still coming on, so it doesn't matter. The motor will go from anywhere $299. I don't know if that's true, but that motor on the high end and in as good a shape as it is, and what I'm seeing outboards go for, because the boat I'm buying is going to need a new outboard soon. It can go. It says $299 is average. No, this is going to be about a $4,000 motor, which if I can just sell, and the trolling motor on it is, the trolling motor itself will go for a couple $100. So if I have to part it out, I'll part it out. If somebody just wants a flat deck that they can put their own motor on, I will part this boat out. And I need that. Oh, thank you. I need to add that to my listing. I will part it out. because the motor and controls and the tilt mechanism and everything, they're worth what the boat costs. And pontoon boat trailers are worth a lot of money too. Between the motor and the trailer and the what am I thinking? Oh yeah, and the and the trolling motor and the batteries, I can get what I paid for the boat. So I'm not worried about selling the boat as is. I'll part it out. And up there at the lake, people will buy that motor. They won't buy them in Memphis as much, so I'm probably just going to have my dad list the boat up there. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, I'm just testing out the video and the audio right now and just showing you what I'm doing, or showing myself what I'm doing, basically. What am I doing here? I'm just getting used to doing this stuff. So we got about 5 more. I've got about 5 more minutes. If anybody came on, you're just watching me bullshit here. Yeah, so I can get most of my money back from the motor alone. I am pretty sure. So I'm not exactly worried about that. I did I did go ahead and buy a full solar system, which this other boat has a solar system, but I do not know if it's very good. The one I bought's good, and I can sell it, or I can use it on the new boat or the old boat. So I'll discuss that some more. I'm talking to myself right now. I understand that. I do believe I do have some audio going, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Am I set up on my audio? I hope so. All right, I'm going to do a quick double check on this. No, I'm not. I'm set up. It should tell me what my audio is. Google Chrome is using my microphone. Okay, good. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so I've got this other thing set up. Let me do this. Stop sharing. All right, I'm back on. It looks pretty good. Let's see what we've got here. Let's share that, because that's what I'm going to be really trying to pound today. Let's make sure I can do this. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, how the system works, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is going to be the moneymaker here, I hope, because God knows I'm going to need it soon. All right, so we're sharing. Oh, I didn't share it yet. Boom. All right, so I'm sharing that. Okay, so that's how that looks. Good. I don't know if I can move where I am. Maybe, let's see. No, nope. I'm down here, and that's where I'm going to be. All right, I got 2 minutes till we're supposed to go live. A little less than 2 minutes. Got to watch the phone. My uncle's not doing very well in the hospital, and I'm hoping to not get a message in the middle of this live stream that he has succumbed to his illness. He's not doing very well right now. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I'm not making any money today. That's right. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute, and we still have no one. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What do I got here? We got one person watching, maybe. That's cool. One thumbs up, maybe. That's cool. All right, 11:44 in a few seconds. That's good enough. Hey, everybody. If you're joining the stream, thank you. If you're not, thank you anyway. I think I read somewhere I'm not supposed to announce this as a stream because I'm going to repurpose it as a video. Who cares? I'm off the cuff. All right. YouTube AI gave me a bunch of pointers on how to do this thing. So let me go back through my notes here. What did it say? Okay, first thing it told me to do, and I'm going to go off the cuff, but I will go somewhat by script of what the YouTube AI told me to do. Because if YouTube AI tells you to do it, you probably should do it because YouTube AI knows what you're supposed to do. So first, I just gave a recap. If you go back and watch this over again while I was trying to test some stuff out, what we got going today is I wanted to do this live stream because I really need some traction on my channel. I don't know what's going on. I had a little bit. My shorts were doing well, so I probably need to do some more shorts as well. Live is supposed to be a way to get a boost in your viewership. But today's getting down to nut cutting time, as they say. I have to be out of my house in 53 days. And I currently do have arrangements for a place, if you want to call it a place to live. If you don't know what a shanty boat is, look up shanty boat. And they're called shanty boats for a reason. Now, this one's a very good build. I was going to build one, but that just became problematic for the people that could do it. I'm sorry, I can't move my camera over any. Let me try to move it over. Let me see if I can get it to move. Now that I've moved my, oh yeah, I moved it. Yay, I should have thought of that. I moved my computer around a bit. Now I can't. So sorry for the bad angle there. All right, that's better. But I've got this huge, my monitor crapped out on me. So I've got a 32-inch TV as my Roku TV as my monitor. So my camera's way up here. I apologize for that. So I'm looking at the screen when I should be looking at you, but I'm looking at the screen. Sorry. So let me get back to stop sharing. So, all right, here I am. Sorry. I was testing out some stuff and I was still rambling on. So the reason for this live stream is to get down, like I said, the nitty gritty. It's nut cutting time. I've got 53 days to get out of this house. You know, I'm not going to be homeless. Like I said in one video, I've got plenty of places to stay while things get going. But that being said, I will be without a home in 53 days now, maybe. I have to be out of here by September 30th. I plan on being out of here, moving all my stuff into storage probably the week of the 15th. And I plan on living, oh man, I'm supposed to go to the Tennessee-Texas game. And that's that weekend. I'll figure that out. Ooh, maybe I should put the boat on the water on the Tennessee River. Never mind. I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking too far ahead. I've got tickets to the Tennessee-Texas game, and I won't have access to it. Well, I may still, I'll have my van. Okay. Sorry, I'm just, there's my generator back there. There's my grandmother. There's my son. There's my golf bag. There's a bunch of comics. Anyway, so yeah, the reason for this video is I really need to get some traction on my channel. And I need to get traction because I'm going to start needing a income soon. I'm running out of money. I wasted a lot of money in the last year and a half. This boat, the other boat that I'm about to sell, that I just put up on Marketplace, the one I bought back in July, stupidly, because I didn't wait. I could have bought this other boat. You know, when you're sweating for time, you buy the first thing that looks good. Well, I found something better, and I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to Kentucky to look at it tomorrow, and if it's good, I'm going to buy it right there on the spot. And while I'm waiting on my other boat to sell, I'm going to be basically broke. So I had this wonderful idea. I came up with, I came up with this, and I've mentioned it on my channel before. I came up with an easy day planner, and I've been using it not well when I've been, because I'm so scatterbrained. I've been using it, and my tablet crapped out, so I've been using it on my PC, which is a pain in the butt. But that being said, I don't have a printer, but it's also printable. And if I had a printer, I'd much rather be writing out these things than typing them on my computer. But for people who are on the digital aspect, it works in GoodNotes and one other thing. I'm not sure what it is. I think I can pull it up. Let me pull up my product page here. Let me pull up my product page and I'll save it. I'll share it. It's called the Journey Planner. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's the Journey Planner. Here it is. All right. So let me share this sales page with you. Let me get back here. And I'm not selling you anything right now. I'm just having that ready to go. So I'm not going to share that yet. That's supposed to be, I've got to go back to what YouTube AI told me to do. It told me to set a subscriber goal and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just tell you what's going on right now in updates. And that's what I'm doing anyway. So today's day 53 on the countdown backwards. 53 and counting down backwards of me having to be out of here. And I've actually got much less time than that because I've got to start packing. I've got to get this other boat sold. I've got to sell the shed framework build out that I bought for the other boat because shipping it back as a return costs more than it cost me. The solar I can probably still use because I don't think the solar on the other boat's very good. And if I buy just a power box, I got a great deal on the solar system. It's over at the corner over there. Here's all the crap I've bought. Solar system, a porta potty, collapsible potty, and shower, and a water filtration system, and a really good propane/gas generator that will come in handy on very cloudy days and cold days. The boat I'm getting has an air conditioner in it. I'm thinking about putting a wood burning stove. It doesn't look that hard to do. And a lot of the guys I follow on YouTube use them and they say they work great. I've also seen diesel heaters. I've also seen some other stuff. So it won't be cold enough for a couple months for me to worry about that. But that's where I stand right now on 53 days and counting backwards. Not this is day 53. This is day however old I am times 57 times 12. This is month 57 times 12. I could calculate, but I'm not going to do it. Getting this life together, and this is a mission. And if you've watched any of my videos, or if you go back through my channel after watching this one, this channel started as something years ago during COVID, me getting drunk at night and ranting and raving. And they were pretty funny, and they were always live. I never really shot a video and posted it. I'm really more comfortable in the live space. That's why even if you go through my last 20 videos that I've done since I've changed the channel, they're all shot live, and they're shot just me shooting the shit and screwing stuff up. So that's just the way it goes with that. And I'm just more comfortable that way. And it's either for good or for ill. That's the way I'm better at. You'll have to forgive me. I did have a stroke back in December. Didn't know it was a stroke. I thought I just tripped and fallen. Well, the reason I tripped and fell is because I had a stroke. I had a bad concussion, which didn't help. Lost a little vision in my left eye, and I lost some mobility in my left and right arm, my left leg and arm. really screwed my golf game up. But as most of my friends that I play golf with would say, they can't tell a difference, but I can because my balance is gone. And I used to be a great putter, and I'm telling you, you have to be balanced while you're putting. And if you've lost a lot of vision in your left eye and you're right-handed like I am, it's it's hard to line the putts up like that. I used to, and I've compensated by turning a little bit more to the right and looking at the putt more with my right eye, which is my dominant eye anyway. But so I've had to open my. Hey, golfers out there, I'm talking to you, not the Christian. Well, there's a lot of Christian golfers out there. The boaters out there's a lot of Christian boaters out there. Oh, let's get me back to the mission here in a minute. But yeah, those two things have really kept me from doing much of any work for the last 6 months, and that's why my funds have been depleted and depleted and depleted. Plus, I was buying a boat and making this move. Going back to what I was talking about, though, the original part of this channel reboot wasn't so much about the boat and the build. It was the boat and the build represents what I've done and am doing with my life as far as my faith. And I've come to realize the rebuilding of my faith and the journey that I'm about to partake on this boat and this lifestyle of living in a very tiny place with, the people I meet will be the people like you on the channel, commenting on the channel or sending me messages or saying, hey, I like that, or hey, you're an idiot, or whatever. That's and the people I meet along the way and the towns I stop in, and I'm gonna I gotta find room for my golf club somewhere, even though I was never very good, but now I'm not good at all. My partner and I used to beat people all the time because we played well together. My mid game and my putting matched his driving and his short game. So we were perfect partners. And I could occasionally, when he hit a bad drive, crank one right down the middle. Well, when you have no balance on the tee and no balance on the putting green, your game's not going to be very good. But I'll still play the golf. I'll still play golf. It's fun. But I'll be meeting people that way, and I'll go eat dinner occasionally and have a cold one and talk to people. And I'm not going to be when I say I'm on a mission from God, I'm not going to be one of those preachers with a cardboard sign going whatever. But if I get asked, hey, where are you from? I'll say I'm from Memphis. What do you do? I'm like, I'm a river rat. I hope to upgrade my boat in the next year or two and be a person who makes the Great Loop. That was the end goal, and that's what I talk about in my videos a lot. But that's had to change because of my situation, my lack of ability to really work. And my goal before I had the stroke was to make all the money I spent renting this place and living and coming back at a net even. Well, that hasn't happened. I've gone through all my money, mostly stupidly, but somewhat. That's just life. So, life throws you curveballs again. But if you listen to God, and that's what this mission's about. It's about, I've got a video with a thumbnail. I said, make it look like the Blues Brothers, and I look like a street gangster, or an old timey gangster from not Italian, but nothing wrong with that. But but anyway, it's black and white. It looks like none of my other thumbnails. It's pretty cool. I liked it. But no, it's a mission. It's a mission for myself mostly, but I hope people watch me and say, hey, I don't want to get on a river for the rest of my life, but I've got other things that I can do that are similar to that. And I just hope it helps. I've said in a couple of videos, if I can get from telling my story of growing up in faith. I mean, I went to Catholic school. I was an altar boy. So I believe in God. I believe in the story of Christ and that he is the Son of God and our Savior. And he lived, died, and rose again. I believe all that. But I lost my path along the way. And it was a long, I mean, I just turned 57 last week. It's been a long, and I like to say it happened when I was 27. Something happened, and there's a video about that. That really shook me and turned my life upside down. But I was losing my path way before that. You know, years before that, I'd lost my path. And then, you know, things happen and you get even further down, and then things continue to happen, you get further down. That's why I stayed in the restaurant business for 35 years and bartended. I knew I could make money and I could float and I could make things work and whatever. Every time I got into the corporate world or the real world work, I just wasn't for me. You know, it's for some people. And just wasn't for me. It's led me to where I am now, which is actually in a pretty, well, not good space because I'm I'm really not doing well financially, but that's all right. And that brings us to the next part. Okay, first of all, this is a subscriber drive. So if you're watching this live, which I think I've got one person watching, if you're watching this live, thank you. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like, and go back to my channel and watch some videos and like on them. I like on them. That sounds kind of weird. Like them and comment. That really helps YouTube see that I am reaching some people, because I don't think they think I'm reaching people, and I think I've got a pretty good idea of the crowd. I'm talking to mostly men, but women as well, Christians. And I was going to say, if I can get one person a week or one person a day to tap back into their faith, I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm not going to try to, I'm not an evangelical, but I do, through these videos and some other things I hope to do, show that, you know, you can get back on the path, because the path to God is faith in Christ. And that's the path we want to be on. And I've said it many, many times. If you unclutter your brain, you unclutter your things going on in your chest and in your ears and in between these things here. If you just sit back, prayer is a tool, but it's not the answer if you're not listening. God wants a conversation. He doesn't want to be prayed to all day if you're not listening to what he's telling you. And he tells you in many different ways. So you've got to, you got to do that. You got to unclutter. You got to it'll come to you in a dream. It'll come to you in a thought that you go, where the hell did that come from? That's God. I'm telling you, it happens to me all the time. And I had a couple of good ones last night. And it told me to do a live stream today. I wasn't going to do a live stream today at all. I was going to go down to the river and shoot a video. And when I was getting in my van to go down there, I was like, you know, I remembered a dream or something telling me to do a live stream. My little crappy living area studio I have here does not light well, and that microphone on my webcam does not sound good. I sound and look much better on my iPhone with my clip-on microphone. Looks and sounds so much better. But this is what I was supposed to do today. And hey, I've got a second watching. Thank you. Make sure y'all chat. I'd like to hear from you. So yeah, it's a mission. And if I get one person, I'd like to get one person a day, but if I get one person a week that finds their faith or renews their faith or rediscovers their faith and gets on the path, I'll feel like the apostles in Damascus. I'll feel like, you know, I did a great job. And if I get one person a month that is a non-believer or a believer in God, Jew, a Jewish person that says, I really do need to accept Christ as my Savior because he was the best Jew ever. Come on. I mean, Sandy Koufax was pretty good as a pitcher. But, if you're going to give the best award for Jew of all time, it's Jesus. He was crowned king, and, well, that's another story. That's a sore spot for people, especially Mel Gibson and his dad back in the day. Well, I love Mel Gibson, don't get me wrong. So I will go off on a rail, and I do get a little goofy sometimes. But yeah, if I get one non-believer in God or Jesus to say, hey, you know what, this guy's got, and not this guy, this dude Jesus, this guy Jesus, he was pretty good, and he was the Son of God, and he did die for our sins, and he did forgive them, and he did go to hell and fight the demons and chastise them and lock them in chains. So yes, and in my store, which we're going to go to in just a second, in my store, I have a Greatly Me and AI. I went through the book, there's a book in the Ethiopian text Bible that talks about the 40 days after, and it talks about the descension into hell, and it talks about the battles he had. And you could say he had them with the devil, or if he had them with the devil's right hand, or whatever. There's different variations on that. A lot of people say he fought the devil. A lot of people say, no, the devil walks the earth, and he has his little minions and his hierarchies that stay in hell while he is here on earth tempting us, which I believe that's the proper part. Because old Satan never wanted to be in hell, but he loves it up here on earth messing with us. And I did have a video and a series of shorts about nights the demons came after me. And demons are real. And go back and watch that video. It's in the playlist. I need to put this in the playlist too. But yeah, go back and watch that video because that was real. I've known demons are real for a long time, and they came to me one night. All right, so let's share screen here. And I want to show you the synopsis of this bird that I'm selling that I'm hoping is going to fund this journey for the next at least 3 years, because it's going to take me a couple of years to get really comfortable enough to make the Great Loop, which is a very harrowing adventure. And I plan on doing it in a boat that's not built for it. Current one I'm about to occupy is it's too small for it, to be honest with you, and it doesn't have a big enough motor on it. So I'm going to need, unless if you're just now joining, I had a mild but serious enough stroke back in December to where I really can't do any kind of real work. I've been trying to get YouTube and Facebook income for the last 4 or 5 months, but I've been really busy on buying this boat and trying to get ready to move out. Again, if you're just now joining, I have to be out of this house in 53 days. And my only option is a small home-built houseboat. They're called shanty boats, but a home-built houseboat on a 20-foot pontoon base with a 50 horsepower motor on it. All right, so I'm going to scroll down the planner. I can't see myself anymore, but I'm just going to tell you. It's called the Grounded Planner. I've also called it the Journey Planner. I haven't been able to change the title on the cover sheet, but it's really a journey planner. Grounded is when I was creating this with Claude, Grounded is what Claude came up with, and I forgot to change it, but it works. But what you're going to get, it's undated, monthly, weekly, and daily system built to be used again and again. So yeah, I know a lot of people like calendars, and I'm going to make them because that means I can sell one every year. This one I can sell once, and you'll never need to buy it again. But I'm going to do some themed calendars too. I'm going to do, I'm going to do some more religious inspired. This one's very non-secular, but it does, and I'll scroll through the actual planner here in just a minute. But I wanted you to see this before I go through it. Yeah, it's a 30-day calendar. You just fill out 30 days and you just put the date and the month. And if the month rolls over to the next one, you figure that out for yourself. It's not that hard to do. At our age, us people that are in our 50s and could use a rotary phone and could rewind a tape with our pencil when it unspooled. Yeah, we know what we're doing here. But it's going to have, you can do it on your PC, which I have to do right now because my laptop crapped out. You can do it on a pad, and I'll glance down, I'll go down here. You can use it on your iPad with GoodNotes or Notability, Mac or PC. Now you will have to go, you can do it on your Chrome browser or Adobe Reader. If you got Adobe Reader already, it does much better. And I've got mine in preview right now because my Chrome's not wanting to work real well right now. I've got an old computer. I've got to buy a new one. Adobe Reader works best if you already have it. You do have to pay for Adobe Reader. Chrome, I haven't tried yet. It's probably better than what I'm in right now, which is preview. Or if I had a printer, this would be my preference here, is to print it every month. But the thing is, once you've done it, you save each day, and then you can reuse it. You can reuse it over and over and over again. Just use it over and over again. But yeah, and I'm going to go hyperlinks. I'll just show you that in a minute. And I'll go over this and 7-day layout. Yeah. So I'll show you all those features in just a moment. But we'll go over that real quick. I'm going to share that page next. So we'll go over here. Looks like I lost a couple of people. Oh well. Not interested in that. That's fine. Come back and spend some money. It's only $17. I think that's what I had it listed for. Let's look. Yeah, it's only $17, and a lot of these sell for like 27. Especially that you have the ability to. A lot of people will sell their printable at $9, and then they'll sell their fillable for iPad or Mac or whatever. They'll sell those for $27. So you're getting a bargain here. This is a bargain, and this is it's not exclusive because I'm going to up the price on this after this layout. After this rollout here. So let's go to the actual, let's go to the, show you what it looks like on PC. There we are. All right, so here's what it actually looks like. Let me see it showing up on the screen. Yeah, we've got it. All right, so here's what it actually looks like. I've lost all my viewers. Oh, well. Here's what it actually looks like. And it tells you how to use it. I typed my name in there and blah, blah, blah. The month and the quarter, what you want to help you do this month or for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. It tells you how it works. You can hit on tabs. They're showing right there. And then it tells you how to do it. Fill out the monthly spreadsheet first. It's your anchor. Anchor is a theme because this page, this channel is about, it's about life. The life aquatic, as it were. So you can go to your monthly. It says fill it out first. And just write little notes in there. Goals, what to watch for, not this month. And then what's it tell you today? Yeah, just work through it. And you can tab back, you can scroll all the way down or you can tab to it. And it's got 7 daily pages that you fill out, and then you can clear those out and use them again the next week. And then you have a little notes section down here at the bottom, and you just jot down notes. You just write down whatever you need to do for that day or for anything. So yeah, it's pretty, it's not going to win any awards, but for the cost you get and the functionality, it's pretty good. All right, so again, go there, make sure you like and subscribe. Hopefully, I lost the 3 viewers I had. Hopefully, you will get a little bit out of this when you come back. Oh, okay, Holly. My friend Holly was the only one who came on. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate it. She left me a amen. She's my buddy. But anyway, help the journey. Share this after you see when you see this on my channel. Make sure to watch the whole thing and like and subscribe and help the channel out. Help the dream. Help the mission out. And this little $17 planner it's worth every penny, especially if you like to stay organized and have any goals that you want to reach at all. It really is a really good thing to have. So I will see y'all next time. All of 0 of y'all on here. And I'll see you on the regular, you'll all see me on the regular feeds on my next video. Thanks.